Hey y'all, today we are talking about the Revlon Candid Glow Moisture Glow Anti-Pollution Foundation. This comes in 16 shades. This is too light for me, but it's 270 medium beige. I think I made it work. So just be aware it is a little bit light, but you can't see anything the rest of my body. So I think we're good. But I got this at Walmart for $10.99. They only had like 8 shades at my Walmart, so they're only carrying half, or maybe they only had 8 out and they're gonna get the rest. I'm not sure, but it was this one or one that was really, really dark, so we went with this guy. But I really did like the original, so I wanted to give this one a go. I love glowy foundations, so I was happy to see this at my Walmart. And if you are new here, I use only natural lighting, so you can see all of my pores, all of my redness, my skin in its true form. I don't want lights blurring it out or making it look any better than it is. Lights can do that. So what you see is what you get here on this channel, and we never use primer when we are doing a first impressions because that can change the wear, the finish, you guys know all that. But yeah, if you are interested in the new Revlon Candid Glow, then I hope you subscribe, click that bell, and let's hop in. It is actually sunny out today, so yes, of course, we are doing a video, you guys. No joke, if you could see my outfit right now, I have on like one of these weird loose sweaters that's normally meant for like to have a cami on underneath, and you know, leggings or jeans, however you want to wear it. I have no shirt on underneath. I have Under Armour really thin, kind of loose, baggy workout pants and Ugg boots. Let me go back here. Let's move my chair out of the way, and you can see like how ridiculous I look with my boots on and everything. Like, what? Why? Because you can only see from here up. So the top looks good, and you guys can't normally see the bottom. So it's like warmth and comfort, okay? Don't judge, don't judge. Anyway, we are going in with the new Revlon Candid Glow. I loved the original version of this, and this one initially came out on Amazon. And I'm not one of those that typically orders off of Amazon regularly. I'm not a Prime member. So let me get the plastic off of this. I'm glad that my Walmart had it, but they had very few shades. Let's see what we're working with. Oh, this is light. Oh, this is very light and very pink. Okay, we're gonna try to make this work. You can't see the rest of my body, so that's good, because this is so light. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's just get some on the face. Concealer and bronzer is going to be our friend today. But this is supposed to be lighter coverage and glowy. It has the blue light stuff like the original did. So, whew, that is so light. At my Walmart, the next shade they had was like deep tan, and that wasn't gonna work. So hopefully this is somewhat sheer so we can make this work. Oh my goodness. Feels really good on the skin. I definitely feel moisture. And I really like how for this year, and actually a lot of last year, I was already in it, but it's not super flat matte that's in. It's a little bit lighter coverage and dewy and glowy and a lot more natural. So I'm in it. I am so in that. Don't get me wrong, some days I like crazy full coverage and super glam, but overall I've been liking less coverage. I don't know why, because you guys know I hate my redness, but I'm liking it. Okay, right now we have super, super luminous, but very light coverage. So we're definitely gonna build it up. Like, it's very light coverage. It kind of just looks like I have a super glowy primer on. I want some coverage, so let's hope we can build this up enough that I'm comfortable with the coverage. Like, I'm so totally down with medium coverage, but super sheer light coverage is not my go-to. I at least want some medium coverage. I take my dry sponge, and don't get me wrong, if you don't have imperfections that really, really bother you, then totally wear light coverage. You don't need it, you know, but I feel that I need the coverage. I do. So it's just kind of comfort, you know. It's pretty tacky, but look at that glow. That is glowy. It's like I'm not pressing hard at all, but it sounds like I'm literally beating my face. ASMR, here we come. Okay, I think the color is gonna be fine once we bronze everything up. And luckily, like I said, we're covered. So this is what we look like built up. I still think it is light coverage. I don't think we got to medium coverage at all. You can still see all of my imperfections, all my redness, freckles, discoloration. You can really see it all. So I don't really think it's too buildable, but I do like how it looks. I just wish it had a little more coverage. It's definitely still tacky. Let's go ahead and throw some concealer on. We're gonna use the e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer. We're gonna stick to this glowy hydrated base. Just do a couple of dots. And on the eyelid. Oh, you guys, we forgot the Cupid's bow. Okay, so on the Cupid's bow as well, and I'm just gonna take my sponge and push this into the skin. Just like the original, you do not need a lot of this. And do not get me wrong, I go overboard all the time with this, but you don't need it. And that's just like, start out with a little bit. If you want a little bit more, build it up. Because I do find when I overuse this, it cakes up and makes my under eye lines look so much worse. So I try to use a light hand with this. And it is beautiful, and it is full coverage. Gonna build it up just the littlest bit, and then do the same thing, just blend it out. Super easy. I really do like this concealer, and it is very different than the original. This definitely has some moisture in it. I was gonna do a full dedicated video on this, but I don't know. I just didn't, but I do really like it. It just really perfects everything. Looks gorgeous. Yes. Okay. I am going to go off camera, set the under eyes. I might set this. I might go in with creams. I'm not sure yet. So give me a few. We'll come back, talk about this. And then you guys know we're going to do a wear test. So I will see you guys. Ow, I just hit myself in the chin. Probably took some off there. But anyway, I'm having one of those days, you guys. Okay, I will see you guys in a few. So one awesome thing about this foundation is it completely set on its own. I could easily put powder products over top, blush, bronzer, highlight, all powder. I did set the under eyes and my smile lines. My smile lines were not looking good, so I did set my lines. We'll see if that works. Another mini review in here. I got the Revlon Skin Lights new prismatic bronzer. This is in 115 Sun Kiss Beam. This was the darker shade. They had two. The imprint in this is absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. I've used this a handful of times now, but what I will say is it's very firmly pressed and it's really hard to get any product out. Even like with my finger here, it's very light still. Like you can see it a little bit on my hand right there, but I like that it's not fully matte. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, but it's really hard to get on the skin. You have to really keep building it up. I went in with my Holy Grail L'Oreal Bronze It bronzer on top of this just to get a bit more bronzy going. But I wanted to show you guys, this is a huge pet peeve for me when I don't have enough coverage. This looks super patchy right here, but it's my own skin. It's not the products. So take that into consideration. That's me, not the products. But my redness, I hate it. It's really, really bothering me. So I'm going to take a little bit of the IT Cosmetics Airbrush Perfecting Powder on a fluffier brush. And I just want to try to cover up the redness just a little bit more. So I didn't set the face, but I am going to add powder here because this is a trouble area for me, and it's really a comfort thing again. It makes me self-conscious, I suppose. So I'm just gonna add a little bit to the bottoms, cover up that redness. This side isn't near as bad as this side, but I want everything to be cohesive. So I'm just gonna put it at the bottom of the face to add a little bit more coverage. And as you can see, it definitely added some coverage there. My redness is not peeking through like it was prior, so that makes me feel a little bit better. I guess it's the same kind of thing as spot concealing, but I didn't want to put any more liquid there. We are doing a foundation wear test, so I didn't want to add or mix anything. I wouldn't have even done this, but I have a lot of things I have to do today, and like I said, that just makes me self-conscious. So I'm gonna go off camera again, finish up the face. I just wanted to show you guys what I was doing with the powder, and I will see you guys in just a minute. Okay friends, this is the finished face. I don't know what happened with the eyes. I was going to just do a little bit because this is, you know, really light, kind of natural-ish makeup, really light coverage, and then we ended up with this. So yeah, disregard that, but this is our starting point. I think everything looks really, really good. The biggest complaint I have right now is the nose. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it super well, but it does not look good. It's kind of already breaking apart. It didn't look good to begin with, so of course it's not going to look better. But yeah, this is our starting point, so I will see you guys way later on tonight. Okay, we are at the 8.5 hour mark. That is as long as I could, you know, get in here. So this is supposed to be long wearing, and I can say it has worn really, really well, especially with not having to set the whole face. Right here is where I would basically say there's no powder at all. I did not put anything on the forehead, where I did put a little bit of powder here just to alleviate some of my redness. Oh, I've got to get my hair dyed, you guys. It's ridiculous. I guarantee you if I let my hair grow out, like no dye, I would be like completely gray. It's ridiculous. I started getting grays in my early 20s. It sucks. But the forehead still looks great. Nothing is separated. The only issue again that I had was with my nose. I would spend more time on my nose next time, trying to make it look the best that it could. And I didn't reapply my lipstick. This is literally from 8.5 hours ago. So overlook that. And my smile lines look pretty good. Again, I did have to set them, but besides that, this looks great. So I think if you are in the market for a glowy light coverage, you're gonna really like this. It's sheer, and I think this would be great for dry to oily. If you are oily, I would just set it, and I think you'd be good to go. I think a lot of people who want light coverage would really, really love this foundation. So I do recommend it if you are looking for something that is not really buildable. It's just light coverage. So yeah, I like this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I am going to do a full rundown of all of these foundations and number them, and we'll talk about them all. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, I hope you subscribe and click that bell, and I hope to see you in my next one.